Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to apply foundation the correct way, I guess you could say. And I just recently learned a bunch of stuff that I didn't know that I was doing wrong when applying my own foundation. And so I'm going to teach you guys the tricks that I learned. So first we're going to start by putting on our foundation primer. And this is very important to do so that way your foundation goes on really smooth and it doesn't clump up a lot and it doesn't look cakey either. So what I'm going to be using is Baby Skin by Maybelline. It's the Instant Pore Eraser. See that? Perfect. So I love this stuff. Callie and I just got it the other day and I tried it and it does wonders. And you're only going to really need to apply it anywhere that you have like larger pores. So for me, I will put it on my nose because I have a lot of pores on my nose. But first I'm going to take off my nose ring so that way it doesn't get in the way. Alright, so you just kind of put like a little streak there, and then I have some larger pores kind of on my cheeks and on my chin and then my T-zone. So I'm gonna just rub it in and it goes on really smooth and I love it. And it kind of also mattifies too. Okay, so now that's on. And I'll bring this in close so you can kind of see. It does a pretty good job. Awesome. Okay, so put that away. Now you get your foundation. What I use is CoverGirl's True Blend. And for summer times I use the I2 color, which is their classic ivory color. In the winter times when I'm a little bit more pale, I just use the I1, which is their ivory color. And then you take your foundation brush, and this one is a double-sided, so I use this end to apply my eyeshadow primer that I have shown you guys before. So what I do is I like, one of the tricks is you don't put foundation on your whole entire face. You want to just put it on the places where you kind of need it. For me, that's like my cheeks, up here on my forehead, and a little bit on my nose. So I just kind of dab a little bit on my nose. I'll do some up here, and then you just kind of spread it around. And I'll get some on my nose too. And then just blend until you're satisfied. Okay, so what I did is I just blended it on my cheeks. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit more under my eyes. And I did my forehead, just kind of right in here. I didn't really get over here because I don't really need to. I didn't get over here because I don't really need to. But I did get my cheeks up in here and then just kind of blended it down here so I didn't have a foundation line. Got a little bit on my chin, and then here, and then my nose. So I still look a little bit dewy, which is okay. Like, if you like that look, I prefer a little bit more matte look. So then I take my True Match powder, and I use very little bit. You don't want to cake it on, and I'm just kind of temporarily using this until I can get a translucent powder, because I find that is the best kind of powder to use when applying, when you want to cover up any shininess or anything like that. So I take my big fluffy brush and just kind of coat it, but then I just kind of knock it off so it just kind of takes off a little bit, and I just kind of pat it on. And you do not want to put any powder right around there, right around the ends of your eyes, especially if you have fine lines, because powder tends to just hang on to wrinkles or any fine lines. And then I put on my Maybelline Dream Wonder powder, and I use a dark color, so this is not a bronzer because it's not shimmery or shiny at all. It's just a dark powder, and I just use it with an angled brush, about that thick, and it's angled, and I just pat it into the powder like so until it's coated, and then again knock some off, and then blow it off until you like how much is on there. And then you make your fish face, and you just start from the back, and you do not go all the way forward. You just kind of contour a little bit right there. Yeah, that's nice. And then I get under my jaw, so that way it kind of shows my jawline. And you really want to blend so that way you don't end up with an orange line. And then I just do a little bit of face shaping here. Perfect. Now for the other side. And then I like to add a little bit along the bridge of my nose, just on the outside, and then a little tiny bit under my lower lip just to kind of accentuate that. And you really just want to get it on the tip of the brush. You don't want to do the whole brush because you're not going to be using that much, and you just very lightly brush it on. And if you need a little bit more, go ahead, feel free. You just don't want to have like a really stark line because then that will look funny. Great. Alright, and now for the other lip, and you just kind of lift your lip up like that, and kind of do the same thing. Okay. And lastly, we're going to do blush. So I'm using this color. It's Ulta brand. It's the color Sweet Cheeks, and you can get it from Ulta online. I have a link for it, and I'll put links for all of this stuff that I'm using on the post today. And so for your blush, you're just going to take a nice stiff brush, and you're just going to kind of smile, and just kind of brush it on. You kind of start high up here, and then you just work it down, and then get the tops of your cheeks. So that's very nice. And you don't want to do super bright pink cheeks because that doesn't look really natural. And another trick is you always brush down. Don't ever brush up because you have all these little tiny hairs on your face. And when you brush up, you raise them, and then your face kind of looks fuzzy. Wonderful. And then if you need to fix anything, just take your foundation brush that you used before. Like here, I feel like the line is just a little too dark. And you can just kind of blend that out. And now what we're going to do, now that we've applied our foundation and everything else, you're just going to go back and take your powder, and then like another flat, like smaller angled brush, just brush it in there and just coat both sides. And this is a good trick so that your mascara doesn't bleed. And you just apply it right under your eyelashes. being careful not to get it into any of the fine lines on this side, but just kind of right in there, and that will kind of keep it, it will keep your mascara from bleeding. And then we can finish off with your mattifying finishing spray. And this is by NYX, and I love this stuff. And all you need to do really is just close your eyes and just do a few spritzes and then fan your face, and it will hold your makeup all day. Okay, well, that is how I apply foundation. If you have any other tips or tricks that you like, let me know, and I will definitely use them and show other people how to use them. And I hope this really helped you guys. So please follow our page, like our Instagram pictures, you know, we're on Pinterest, and if you could follow our YouTube channel too, that'd be great. And if you want to leave a comment, we will definitely respond. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.